This next problem deals with a long jumper, and we have a function which tells us about the height of the jumper when he's x feet away from his launch point. So we want to know, for starts, at what horizontal distance does the maximum height occur. Basically, if you look at this, we have a parabola because of the x squared, and that negative there tells us the parabola is going to open downward. We're going to have the maximum point wherever that vertex is. Now, I don't really want to complete the square with these decimals involved, so we're going to use the vertex formula. Again, x is equal to negative b over 2a means that will equal negative 0.364 over 2 times negative 0.046. Now the negatives will cancel. We can multiply by 1,000 over 1,000 to move those over. Most of you will stick this into your calculator, and it even tells us to round to 2 decimal places. So I'm going to tell you that this is 3.96 meters. Just about 4 meters from where he started running and jumping, the long jumper is at the maximum point, at his maximum height. Now, what is the maximum height? That's where we substitute the 3.96 into our function. That will be negative 0.46 times, I skipped a 0 in there, 0.046 times 3.96 squared plus 0.364 times 3.96. Use your calculator. Rounding to 2 decimal places is going to give us approximately 0.72 meters. That will be the maximum height. What is the length of the jump? Basically, we want to find out now, when is he going to land? Because when he lands, or she, when lands, I'll just write that at that point, the height, h of x, is going to equal 0. So let's take our equation and set it equal to 0 for the height. 0 is equal to negative 0.046x squared plus 0.364x. We want to solve for x, and I'm going to begin by moving these decimals 3 places to the right, so we don't have to deal with that. Technically, when we multiply by 1,000 on the left, we still have 0. I'm now going to factor the right-hand side. I'm going to factor out a negative x and have 46x minus 364. Now, when we solve this equation, we get x equals 0, or negative x equals 0. Well, that means the height was 0 where he started jumping, so that's a no-brainer there. And then we have 46x equals 364, and that tells us that x is approximately 7.9 meters when I round to 1 decimal place as the problem requests.